Humanity has always looked to the stars. We've always searched for meaning in the rustle of leaves, the patterns of the clouds, the depths of our own minds. Long before we built great cities, long before we wrote down our histories, there were keepers of ancient wisdom. These people, they were the first explorers of consciousness. They sought to understand the invisible threads that connect all things, the living and the dead, the seen and the unseen. This is a journey into their world, a world of mystery, of spirit, and of profound connection to the universe itself. We're peeling back the layers of time to listen to the echoes of these ancient whispers. They emerge directly from nature and the human experience. Imagine a world where every rock, every river, and every animal possessed a spirit you could actually communicate with. This was the reality for our ancestors. They lived in a world that was alive, pulsating with energy and meaning. These remarkable individuals were the first shamans. Their legacy flows through countless generations, across continents and cultures. So what exactly is a shaman? The word itself comes from the Tungus people of Siberia. It means one who knows. But the concept is pretty universal. A shaman is a man. A shaman is a woman. They can willingly enter an altered state of consciousness. They journey into the spirit world. Think of them as a bridge between our ordinary reality and spirits, ancestors, cosmic energies. Not priests bound to a book, direct conduits of spiritual experience, learning from spirits. Shamanism isn't a religion in the usual sense. No central holy book, no single god, no unified dogma. Instead, a spiritual practice for an individual, for a community, for the world at large. At its core, everything is alive and interconnected. Trees have spirits. Mountains have spirits. Even sickness can have a spirit. A shaman interacts with these spirits to restore harmony and heal. Original explorers of the human mind, charting hidden landscapes of consciousness. The practice of shamanism is not limited to one corner of the globe. It's a truly global phenomenon, a shared human impulse to connect with the divine. In the icy expanses of Siberia, the term shaman originated there. The Tungus, other Siberian tribes. Their shamans wear elaborate costumes with metal mirrors to deflect evil spirits. They ride their drums like a horse to travel to the upper and lower worlds. Travel across the world to South America. In the Amazon rainforest, curanderos, ayahuasqueros. They believe every plant holds a specific spirit, forming alliances with plant spirits, using sacred brews like ayahuasca to guide visionary journeys. In North America, the medicine man or woman serves as a vital figure. Sweat lodges for purification, the sacred pipe for prayer, the vision quest for guidance. Their cosmology is rich with spirit animals. In Africa, sangomas communicate with ancestors. They use techniques like throwing bones to divine information. In Korea, mostly women called mudang perform elaborate gut rituals, guiding the dead to the afterlife, bringing good fortune to the living. Each culture has its own unique flavor, its own rituals and symbols, but they're all woven from the same thread, the shaman's journey into the spirit world. Shamanic rituals are the practical application of their spiritual beliefs. They're not just empty performances. They're powerful, focused acts of intention designed to create real change. One of the most fundamental rituals is soul retrieval. The shamanic worldview holds that trauma can cause a piece of our soul to flee. This soul loss can show up as depression, apathy, chronic illness, or that sense of not being all there. The shaman's job is to journey to the spirit world and bring the soul part back. The ritual itself is often a dramatic and auditory experience. The shaman might start by casting a sacred circle, calling in the spirits of the east, south, west, north, and calling their spirit helpers. Then, the rhythmic, monotonous beat of a drum or rattle begins. This sound is the vehicle for the journey. It alters the brain waves of both the shaman and patient, opening a doorway to non-ordinary reality. As the shaman lies down or dances, their consciousness travels through a tunnel into the spirit realms, searching for the lost soul fragment, which might show up as a younger version, a ball of light, or a symbolic image. Another powerful ritual is shamanic extraction, removing harmful energies that don't belong in a person's body. Among the most profound of all shamanic practices is the vision quest. This is a sacred rite of passage, a deliberate journey into solitude and wilderness. During adolescence, to mark the transition to adulthood, in times of great uncertainty, to find a new path, or when someone feels a deep need for spiritual guidance. The purpose is to strip away distractions of daily life, starting with food, shelter, human contact, to make oneself completely open and humble before the Great Spirit. The quester seeks a direct personal revelation. The preparation for a vision quest is just as important as the quest itself. It's not something you simply decide to do on a weekend. It's guided by an elder who helps clarify intention. What question are they bringing to the spirits? The quester is taught how to pray, how to be safe in the wilderness, how to understand the potential signs and symbols they might encounter. This preparation is a time of purification, physically through fasting, and mentally through prayer and meditation. The quest involves going to a secluded, sacred spot in nature. They create a small circle of stones or prayer ties to mark their sacred space. Within that circle, they wait, they pray. The vision quest is a powerful way to find one's purpose, a true north for the soul's journey. To truly understand shamanism, we really have to look at the stories. These aren't just random anecdotes. They're demonstrations of a different kind of reality. Consider the story of a woman plagued by deep, unshakable depression that no modern medicine could touch. She felt a profound emptiness, as if a part of her was missing. A shaman listened to her story and journeyed on her behalf. He discovered a significant piece of her soul had fled during a traumatic family event. The shaman traveled to the spirit world, found the child self hiding, and in a simple, gentle ritual, blew the recovered soul part back into her heart. The woman reported an immediate sensation of warmth and fullness. In the weeks that followed, the heavy cloud of depression began to lift. She felt joy in small things again and re-engaged with abandoned hobbies. She called it not a cure, but a homecoming, feeling whole again for the first time in decades. This is the essence of soul retrieval. It doesn't add anything new. It restores what was lost. Then there's a man with sharp, localized shoulder pain that doctors couldn't diagnose. An X-ray showed nothing. Physical therapy gave no relief. He sought a shaman who, in trance, saw a dark, pointed dart of energy lodged in the man's shoulder from a bitter argument. The shaman performed an extraction ritual, using sound and focused intention. The man felt a sudden release, and the chronic pain vanished almost instantly. This illustrates the shamanic view. Illness isn't always only physical. The shaman acts like a spiritual surgeon, removing unseen intrusions so natural healing can take over.